Who wants to come to China and spend a week totally dedicated to your own badminton training with your own Chinese coach, playing with local Chinese players in the city and hometown of Lindan, Qianlong, Zhaoyanlei, Liu Xiaolong, and many, many other Olympic winners, world champion medalists, and more. You think that sounds fun? Watch this video for all of the details. Hey guys, Badminton Becky, and as many of you know, before COVID, every year we would do a China badminton training camp. Obviously, during COVID, we couldn't do it, and by the time China opened, a lot of you guys wrote to me to see if we would do one last summer, but travel in the post-COVID world was still too unsure at that point, because I know it's a big trip coming all the way to China, so we got to make sure everything's open and clear and it's easy, and now it is. Due to popular demand, we will be doing the 2024 Adult China Badminton Training Camp. Now, I want to give you all the details, including dates, your hotel, your personal translator, all about your personal coach, where you're playing, how much you're playing, how much training, all of that, which I will do, but I'm kind of in the middle of a busy badminton court and I'm like about to get hit by these guys. So let me go to a second location and tell you the details. Okay, so I came here to the Starbucks at the hotel you'll be staying because I just wanted to say something first. I'm gonna give you a ton of details in this video. I'm gonna literally show you around, filming things with my phone in real time, no filters, no fake stuff. Because first off, I know, coming to China is a big trip. If you're an English speaker, it's gonna be a long plane ride from your home country, no matter where you're from. And, a little expensive ticket, and there's the language barrier and the culture difference, and you might just naturally be nervous about coming to China. Also, I've kind of noticed in the past couple of years, some people think China's like North Korea or like East Berlin, that they will be watched and harassed and bothered. I want to tell you that it's not true. No one's gonna follow you. No one's gonna harass you. Politically, there's a lot of tension, but in society, I'm American, for Christ's sakes. Politically, the most tension is with me, and nobody harasses me or bothers me because I'm American. No one wants to complain about America or whatever. So don't worry about that kind of stuff. Especially in the badminton community, people aren't really political at all, and they'll be more curious and interested, and they might want to take pictures with you, and they might ask you questions, and they're not gonna be scared or mean to you in any way. So please, let's just get that out of the way. Don't worry about that. Really want to make you feel very assured, and you can see these places in real time and real life. Of course, I am filming in December because that's when I'm announcing it, so you will see a lot of Christmas decorations. Summertime is equally as beautiful, but crazy hot. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this video will really show you all the details. It will show you exactly where you will be living, where you will be having dinner, where you will be playing badminton, so you can feel much more relaxed. Okay, so first up, the dates. Got my handy dandy notebook with all the details. Dates will be June 29th, Saturday, June 29th, 2024 to July 7th. That is a Sunday, 2024. So let me go over the schedule briefly. The day you arrive, Saturday, we will pick you up from the airport or the train station and bring you to your hotel. And that day, whatever time you arrive, you can relax until the evening, and then we will all meet. We'll do a little tour of this neighborhood, we'll get to know each other, and then we'll have a delicious dim sum restaurant at one of my all-time favorite places. Day 2, June 30th, Sunday, we will start our training. We will do training every day from 9 to 12, so 3 hours of training. I'll explain a bit more about the training in a moment, but we will leave, we'll probably gather at about 8 a.m. I'm not actually sure about the traffic. I was thinking leaving from here, there might be a lot of traffic, so we might take the subway first to get out of the city center and then take a car to the courts. It's a little bit far away, probably about a half an hour drive. So we'll gather at around 8 in the morning, so you eat breakfast before that on your own in the hotel, it's included. And we'll meet and play badminton until 12, and then at 12, lunch will arrive. So we'll just hang out at the courts, eat our lunch, cool down, chit chat, talk, and then take a car back to your hotel. Then the afternoons and the evenings are yours to do with what you want. You can go around, travel around Xiamen. Your hotel is right next to a subway. I will show you in a minute. We can also at night, if people want to, we can find a place to play. If people want to play with, local players at night, if you still have enough energy, generally night play is like from 7 to 9 or 8 to 10. So it is a little bit later after dinner. Dinner's on your own, but we can arrange that, or you can just relax because training, you'll be quite tired. So for 3 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that is the schedule. Meet at 8. Training from 9 to 12, lunch, and then back to the hotel, and then optional evening play. Then on Wednesday, July 3rd, that'll be a rest day, because obviously a rest day is really important. You are physically going to be very exhausted, and your muscles need a little break. So that will be a travel day. To hop in here with a tad bit more detail about the travel day, Xiamen is one of the most touristed, visited cities in China. So there's a ton to do here, so much. It all depends on you. This is a rest day, so it's not gonna be like a crazy fast travel day, but you came all the way to China, why not see some of the sights, right? So probably go to Bashu, which is the oldest outdoor market in Xiamen. It's like a windy maze of little stalls and foods and drinks. It's really fun. And then Zhongshanlu, which is our #1 tourist site. It's a shopping street. It's a walking street, but it has like amazing, unique architecture. And then probably head on over to Namputo Temple, which is a very historic Buddhist temple. Maybe go to the beach if you want to, So this is an optional day. You don't have to do it. You can, have the day to yourself and wander at your own pace. We will arrange something with the translator and the group so you can go out and explore the city. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 more days of the training schedule. On Saturday, July 6th, it will be our last day of training, so we'll have some little special extra stuff, a little closing ceremony and all that, saying goodbye to coach. And then after lunch, go back to your hotel, you can relax, pack, do your thing, and then at night, we will meet again one more time for dinner to have kind of like a final celebration of your excellent week of badminton training. Hopefully coach can come. I can't promise because he's kind of busy at nights. Then on Sunday, we will see you off to the train station or airport and we'll say our goodbyes. I know one of the biggest problems about China is the language barrier. I can speak fluent Chinese and I can help you translate, but I'm just one person and I've got a lot going on. So we will have a student helper. One of my actual students, I do teach English majors. They literally study translation in university. So I will pick, only the best of my translation students. And they will be available all week. They will, come pick you up at the airport. They'll pick you up at the hotel every day. They'll be there all day at training because coach doesn't speak much English beyond a few words. So they will be there, standing right next to coach, telling you everything he says. And they will be available on WeChat. So if you are out like at night and you need some help, you need something translated, you can just shoot them a message or you can do a video call for free on WeChat and you can get their help. So for like the whole week, they are your servants and they will help you translate whatever you need that whole week. Also, they're great kids. I only choose the ones I like, so you will like them too. And then there is Coach Lin, your badminton coach for the week. He is my badminton coach, and you have seen him in videos for years and years and years. He has been, I think, like #1 men's single players in Xiamen for, honestly, more than 20 years, obviously in his age group. So he is an amazing player, but he's even a better coach. And he is not one of these kind of strict, you might have heard like strict Chinese coach doing things by rote. He is not at all like that. He is a very creative coach, and he really quickly and intuitively figures out the best way for you to learn something. Training will be some group stuff and, footwork drills and things like that, but it'll be mostly multi-shuttle feeds. My coach does not like doing, partnering up people and doing clears for 10 minutes and then changing to drops. And he does not like doing that. He likes one-on-one. So he'll do multi-shuttle feed. I think that's what they're called, where he'll just have 20, 25 shuttles and you'll work on a skill that you need to work on. So everyone can do something different because it is one-on-one, and my coach will kind of figure out after watching you for a bit, like what you need to work on. And sometimes it'll be the same as other people and sometimes it could be different. And it also depends on what you are specifically training for. If you are doing singles or doubles, mixed doubles, men's doubles, women's doubles, like he will do different training exercises that will help you. Also, all the training, of course, is up to coach, but usually kind of end the training session with maybe some doubles or some gameplay, you know, just to kind of practice in the actual court and in a game, the stuff that you've just been training. And honestly, in the past, like, you have time to like kind of catch your breath and then you're back to it. So you actually will very much thank when it's the other people's turn to train so you can get a little break. Everyone will have ample time every day, one-on-one with the coach. Now I want to show you the facilities which we'll be training at, but I can't quite do that yet. The reason is, if you've been watching my videos, you know that several months ago, my coach suddenly lost his badminton court. The landlord gave him like 2 weeks to move out before he demolished the whole building. So my coach did not have any warning or time to find a new facility. So he's been looking for the past several months. And when I was arranging this camp, you know, he has a ton of friends. I have a ton of friends. We actually have several courts that are willing and able to host this badminton training camp. But after I filmed this footage till now, my coach found a place and he is building it up from scratch. So I cannot show you pictures of the finished place. I can show you just some photos of him getting it ready. But, you know, just rest assured that, you know, my coach is a player first and a court owner second. So everything is made to like optimize play. You know, it's dark. It's a dark walls so you can see the shuttle. You know, the lighting doesn't get in your eyes. The courts, my coach has some knee problems. So he does have some very nice flooring that he is especially proud of, that it's good for playing with weak knees. It won't hurt your knees anymore. It will have toilets and showers, and it will have a shop. He'll have a stringer. The shop will sell, you know, cold drinks and all that, but also some basic materials, you know, some rackets, shoes, shirts, sweat towels, grips, you know, things you might need. It's not a big shop, but it's got everything you need. If for some reason something terrible should happen and his courts can't open, we will go to another nice court. Again, don't worry. You see in my videos, all the courts I play at are very high quality. Shaman people are very serious about their badminton and they won't accept a crappy court with like concrete floors. All the courts are also mats on top of wood. So, you know, don't worry if we can't play my coach's court for some reason. We will find a lovely court. And make sure to subscribe to this channel because when my coach does open his courts, I will, of course, have a big video because I've been very much missing him and his courts. So you'll see it then, and I will update my website with photos of the new court when it is finished. One thing I forgot to mention, one important thing, is that there's no air conditioning on the courts. There is air conditioning around, like in the coach's office upstairs, there'll be air conditioning, but not where you will be playing and training. So bring lots of shirts to change into and also drink a lot. Daytime temperatures in Shaman in the summertime are about 40 degrees Celsius. That's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And it is hot and steamy and humid. So you have to be prepared for very hot weather if you come. So this is your hotel for the week. It is the Grand Dame of Shaman. It is the most well-known and popular hotel amongst foreigners. And honestly, I would say like even with local people. It is a 5-star hotel, opened up in the 90s. The rooms could use a bit of a refurbishment. It's impeccably cleaned. Staff can speak English. Gorgeous pool, outdoor pool on that roof there that looks out onto the water. Really peaceful and nice. And let me go in and I'll show you some of the amenities in the lobby. A Starbucks where you can get your coffee fix. A high-end Italian restaurant. Sip Contemporary, where the head chef was actually in like China's Top Chef and won like 2nd or 3rd place. A fancy Western steakhouse, actually started by my friend's dad. And a super hip little tea place with tea lattes and cups of tea, and you can sit and just chat. This is the lobby. Obviously, you won't have Christmas decorations when you're here. You can see gorgeous lobby, not too tall. They have a lot of chairs. You can just hang out. They have afternoon tea here. Their most famous cake is called the Napoleon cake, and they're like famous for it in Xiamen, so you can have a try while you're here. And it includes a breakfast buffet. Even though I live here, I actually took a staycation here. A lot of foreigners will take staycations here. One of my friends just did it 2 weeks ago for his anniversary because it's just such a nice hotel. It's so comfortable being here that even if you live here, you want to stay here. So you are so lucky that you get to spend 8 nights in this gorgeous, immaculate, tasty hotel. Right behind your hotel is this supermarket. They actually model themselves after Trader Joe's in America. So they sell a lot of prepackaged food, good quality, cheaper kind of stuff. I mean, cheap for you. For China, it's kind of mid-range. But, you know, you can get drinks here, you can get fruit here, you can get snacks, whatever you want. This street is called Bar Street, and while it does live up to its name, it has actually in recent years been more popular for restaurants and bakeries and stuff like that. Though there are still some bars. I will show you very quickly some of the more unique places, and just keep in mind it's very early in the morning. None of these places are open yet. It looks kind of dead, but it's much livelier later in the afternoon. A French boulangerie that is owned by a French guy that makes fresh French bread every day, every morning. This is Spanish tapas bar that opens up at night by a Spanish owner. Here's a Japanese noodle place, very popular. French bakery that has more than just bread. They have some cakes and sweet stuff as well. A pizza place opens up at night, Western owner. Fancy high-end little hip coffee shop. This is a Mexican place owned by a Mexican woman. There's a sports bar, but it's Western, so they don't play badminton. It's all just football, soccer, basketball. Lame. This place is majorly popular with foreigners. It's kind of like a diner, sandwiches and stuff, and English-speaking staff, and English on the menus. And don't worry, you don't have to take notes. You will get a tour of this little neighborhood on your first night when you arrive, so you feel comfortable going out by yourself. And this, in front of your hotel, is what we call Coffee Street. It does live up to its name. It is literally all tea, coffee shops, restaurants. Let's take a little gander. And in front of your hotel is this nice, peaceful lake. If you walk over that way a little bit, you get to a really big park. And if you walk over that way a bit, across the Bridge of Flowers, can you see? It's very beautiful. It's a walking bridge. There's a big street over there. If you cross it, you will get to another park and the ocean. Also, despite being in the center of the city, you will notice, shh, listen. Hear all that bird sounds? This is a very peaceful, quiet area. There is no through street, so anyone that drives in this area is coming to this area. So it's not like you're actually in the city center with all the cars and the rush hour and the beeping and the honking. It's actually very quiet and peaceful area. I know China has a crazy reputation of crazy drivers, but I'm on a crosswalk and cars stop for pedestrians in the crossway. It's kind of a new thing in China the past couple years, and they're very strict. So obviously pay attention, but the driving is a lot less hectic and crazy than I think you think it is. And don't worry, if you want to try a bunch of different local foods, right down the street is a ton of small little shops catering to locals. Now these small local shops, they won't have English, and the people working there probably can't speak English. But I'll teach you a little Chinese. Usually the first word foreigners learn is 这个. It means that. So they're all small little places with just a few dishes. So you can just point to someone else eating and be like, 这个, that. And you will get it, no problem. There's even a great foot massage place where they not only give you a foot massage, but they actually kind of like scrape off all the dead skin and all that stuff. And it's awesome. So this whole area is a great mix of kind of you know, lots of local fun stuff and little alleys you can go explore, and beautiful walking areas and parks, and also having some English resources and having things like English menus, which I know helps a lot if you are coming to China for the first time. There are also many banks in this area. Bank of China is right down the street from your hotel, and I'll show you. They do accept all of the Western ones, so you can get cash out. Although in general, China is a cashless, cardless society. It is all mobile pay. So you will find very few locations besides your hotel that you'll be able to use a Western credit card. So, you know, if you sign up, don't worry, I'll help you. WeChat Pay and Alipay, Chinese apps, everybody pays for everything on the apps, not actual cash. But if you need it, plenty of places to get cash. Xiamen weather is gorgeous, and despite what all you've heard about pollution in China, it is not in Xiamen. And only 200 meters from your hotel is the subway, so you can like run all around Xiamen easily. The subway has English. You can buy tickets in English. The woman on the subway speaks the stops in English, so it's not at all a problem. You can definitely use the subway by yourself. And one stop that direction, or about a 15-minute walk, there's a huge new fancy mall with lots of Western food, lots of like Thai food and Korean barbecue and hot pot and all that, and many shops. So if you want to do a little shopping, very, very close. Okay, so let's talk about what is included in this 8-night, 9-day badminton training camp. 8 nights hotel in this beautiful 5-star hotel is included, as well as breakfast every day, lunch every training day, just not on your free day, a welcome dinner and a goodbye dinner, all the training with coach, all of the coach's fees, night club play, shuttles, and of course the court fees. All of that is included in the price. Transportation to and from the court, even though we might do a little bit on the subway, still all of that is included. Your student helper and translator, who will be available to you all the time on WeChat and will be at the courts every day and will bring you back and forth. And some snacks at the court. I didn't mention, you know, some breads and some fruits and some whatever in case you get a little peckish during training. There'll be some snacks, some sweet stuff, some salty stuff, whatever you need. What is not included? Obviously airfare. Pro tip, look into going to Hong Kong first. Xiamen does have an international airport, but it's not like, you know, crazy international. There's not hundreds and hundreds of flights. So I would suggest looking into Hong Kong. Is generally a lot cheaper than flying direct to Xiamen. And then you can take, you know, I think it's like an hour, 45 minutes to Xiamen from Hong Kong. Anyway, just a little pro tip. Visa. There are 5 European countries that do not need a visa in 2024. But getting a visa for other countries, it is kind of a time suck and kind of an annoying, especially for an American. So you need to at least a month ahead of time make sure to get your visa. Even earlier might be better. Dinners, only the first and last night dinner is included, so all the other dinners you are on your own. Drinks at the court, whatever sort of drinks you want to buy, you gotta do that yourself. The travel day is not included because I'm not sure what we're gonna do and what you'll feel up to doing, and you know, the weather and all that. But honestly, not going to be that expensive. And really important, health insurance. You must have, it is mandatory that you get travel health insurance that works in China, and you will need to send it to me before you come. You cannot come without sending me your health travel insurance. I have to have all the information because, you know, God forbid something terrible should happen and you are not conscious. We will need to have all your information so that, you know, we can help you out even if you are incapacitated. So please check out badmintonbecky.com. All this information is written down so you can see it for yourself. And I actually have 2 videos from the past 2 training camps. I think the first one, I wasn't making YouTube videos yet, so there's not like a ton of footage, but the second one I was. So you can check it out and see, you know, what it looks like and all of that. Go to badmintonbecky.com for all the information and my contact information, and check out the videos below. Okay, you've watched this far. I think you have one question left, right? How much is this super fun 8-night, 9-day badminton training camp gonna cost me? Normally in past years, I've liked to offer 2 prices. one for a 5-star nice hotel, and then one for a budget hotel. But even before COVID, I kind of started to notice that budget hotels stopped letting foreigners stay there. In China, a hotel has to be registered and allowed to have foreigners. Foreigners cannot just stay at any old hotel. And something, post-COVID, basically no budget hotel will take foreigners. I did find one budget chain that does allow foreigners, but their price was almost the same as the 5-star hotel, and they didn't have a pool, and they didn't have breakfast, and they don't have English speaking staff, and the hotel rooms weren't as nice. So it just wasn't worth it. So this year there's only going to be one hotel, and drumroll please, if you have a double occupancy, that is 2 people staying in the same hotel room, each person, the price is $1,360. That includes everything that I have listed so far. And if you are a single person traveling alone, the price is $1,740. If you are traveling alone and interested in sharing a room, I can certainly ask other people. There is no guarantee, though, that you will find someone that will want to share a room with you, but certainly doesn't hurt to ask. All prices are in US dollars and payment is done through PayPal. There's 50% due at time of sign up, with another 50% due 1 month before the training camp. Cancellations with a full refund are allowed 1 month before the training camp. After that, you will incur a 50% fee. Registration will close May 1st, 2024, or when we reach 10 people. It's because you cannot sign up last minute because you need to get your visa, and the visa can take at least a month. So registration will close May 1st, 2024, or when we reach 10 people. This is an adult training camp, not for kids. If there is like a teenager that is interested in doing this, we can definitely talk about it. But anyone under the age of 18 does need a parent or a guardian to accompany them. So if that's something you're interested in, email me and we can talk more about it. I think I have answered everything that I can imagine that you might have a question, but of course you can email me. There's still plenty more to discuss, like apps to use in China and things like that, but that'll only happen if you do register. But don't worry, I'll give you a lot of advice about before you come to China, VPNs and all of that. So if you have any questions, definitely contact me, let me know. And if you're interested in signing up, there is a 10-person maximum. We've never hit the limit, usually 3 to 4 people, which is, I think quite perfect. There is a maximum, so only 10 people at the most will come. Probably much smaller because it is such a big trip. And I think that's it. I think I've answered everything. I've been running all over the city to make this video. So I'm just gonna drink my tea latte and relax for a little bit, but now I gotta edit this video. But anyway, let me know if you have any questions. So I hope to see you in June of 2024 for the Dragon Badminton Adult Training Camp in beautiful Xiamen, China. There it is, beautiful Xiamen, China. Okay, that's it. Bye.